Thank you. Hey, blessings. Let me know. Let me know if you can't hear me clearly. Blessings, sister, and it's good to see you. I pray that everything is well and that you can hear me. Listen, I don't want to be on here too long, but I want to come on. Thank you. And I appreciate you so much. You'll see me flipping the camera back and forth because I know uh-oh. And as you know, some of the things that happen. Listen, family, I just want to come on and give like this urgency, and it's not what you think it is. What I'm trying to remind you all is this: we're so busy looking at everything that this world is doing. We already know what kind of system we live in. I don't know how many more times people can dissect that. Very few, and I won't worry about what they're saying, but I have to make sure I point you in the direction to our Father and what His Word is telling us. I have to point you in the direction to Him because no matter what happens, we have to be sure and confident in Elohim and who we are in Him, and man, who we are in Him and who He is to us. That's what's important. Now, I want to talk to two groups here today, and that's going to sum up everybody. Hear me clearly. It dropped on me. Hi, Jessica. It's so good to see you. Blessings, sisters and brothers of the Most High. Listen, family. I was working out today, and trust me, this is not something I want to do, but it's something I feel like I have to do in order for us to survive things that are coming. We need to be in good shape if Yahshua doesn't come back and get us right away. You know, we need to be in good health. We need to be uh, fit for the journey. And I'm not saying we're going to be running through the woods and hound dogs are going to chase us. I don't know any of that. All I know is that if he had told us to eat a certain way, well, you have people that are saying, "Oh, you don't have to eat any kind of way." He blessed everything. I just want to tell you this. Let's say that that were true. And why so many people sick? Why so many people have illnesses and ailments and on medication? But then if you look at the group that's eating according to the Torah, where it tells us that we don't eat seafood, bottom feeders, scavengers. There's a multitude of things there, and for the most part, he wasn't telling us because the shrimp tastes so good, don't mess with it, or the crab. It was because he knew that they ate certain things that they ate waste, and these things are it's ingrained. It's what makes their meat. And so when we eat that, we're eating waste material or contaminated meat. You might say you cook it. It's still it's just like us. We are what we eat. They are what they eat. Okay, that's not what this is about. I'm just trying to tell you how important Yah's word is, why I do what I do. Now listen, today, and I want y'all to know that it's a real kind of crazy out here. We already knew that. Today I was in Target looking for some workout pants and a couple of things, and a man in a wheelchair rolls over in front of me with all his Trump's paraphernalia on, and rolls his motorized car as I'm walking and cut me off, and then stopped right in front of me and started talking to somebody across the way like he didn't see me. The old Erica probably would have not had a problem making sure that somebody had to help him get back on his motorized cart. But I thought about something. I can't do it, and I don't need to do it. And now I didn't think about it until a few minutes ago. Listen, the two types of people I want to talk to today are those that have taken the jab and those that have not. That's the divide. That's the 50-50. And that makes the whole 100. That's all the population, whatever side you fit on. Listen and listen clear. It hit me like a ton of bricks, and maybe y'all already know. We know that the enemy, Satan, Hashatan, is the accuser of the brother. He's the he's the father of lies, the accuser of the brother. What Satan is trying to get people to believe is that this thing has all power over them. Okay? Now hold up. I'm going somewhere with this. Those that have received the jab are fearful for the people who have not. They think that they're going to catch something from the unjabbed individuals. Okay? The people who aren't are fearful that they're going to catch something from those that are. The bottom line is Satan is trying to trick people into accusing one another and taking offense because those that receive the jab, if they get sick, they're going to say it's because of the family members or the co-workers or the friends or the people that weren't around. I mean, that were around them that didn't have it, and because you didn't receive it, now they feel like they got sick or contaminated, not thinking about the fact that maybe it was just or because of what they've already allowed to happen. I'm not going there. Where I'm going with this is the Satan is trying to give each side a spirit of offense. Because if you are offended with your brother, you break one of the what is it? The second commandment. The first one, love the Father with all your heart, mind, and soul, your being. And the second one, love your brother. Love your brother. Look, this is what he's trying to do. He wants whomever to be offended, pointing the finger at the other side. What happens if that person leave here for any reason whatsoever in a state of offense, having offense with his brother, feeling like it's because of somebody or neighbor, love your neighbor as yourself, um, that you then would leave here with that on your mind and in your heart, and a spirit of offense is the fastest way for an individual to go to hell. You are accusing your brothers and your sisters, your neighbors, and people around you. You see, Satan is trying to get individuals to curse themselves. He can't, we don't even need to really worry about all this other stuff they out here doing. That's for people that's open. They don't have no spiritual covering. But look, those that aren't, that have not taken the jab, the same thing applies. Because if you are fearful that you being around them is going to cause you to get sick, you have entered into covenant with Satan while he is accusing everybody and making you accuse everybody too. And you sound just like him should you enter into that agreement. You will go to hell accusing your brothers and your sisters because you are bearing false witness against people. You don't know what it does at this point. You are going on what you heard and what you think. First of all, it's operated by a spirit of fear. Both sides are fearing. They're not even mad at the enemy. They mad at each other. They are going over here. This one said something. This one took the jab, so they won't take it, so I'm gonna get sick. This one over here, they didn't take the jab, they took it. Everybody pointing the finger, and you're missing the mark that Satan is the problem. He is the one that is making you accuse your brother. You will curse yourself and you will die and go to a miserable hell with him. You got to get out of fear. I don't care what they took. If you are walking in the power of the Most High, you are walking in Elohim with his power and his sword. You got to believe that you are under the hedge of his protection, his covering. It protects you. The shield of faith. I'm sorry, I'm in a restaurant. You got to have the word. It took me 30 to 40 or maybe an hour to get on this broadcast. I kept shutting it down, coming back, shutting it down. They do this because They know the peak of the day where people are unwinding and they're going to listen to these broadcasts. They make it where I can't come on, but somebody else can come on talking a bunch of gibberish and religion and church stuff, and it's fine with them. But then, oh gosh, I can't. The bottom line, family, stop pointing the finger at your relatives. Get over it. Get over it. If they took it, okay, pray for them. We talked about that already. But what I'm telling you is that you better guard your heart because out of it flows the issues of life. So if you got offense and you looking at them, accusing them, you have let that seed enter into your heart, which is going to produce a harvest of bitterness and accusations. You will curse yourself. And God forbid, Yah forbid, if you walk out and something happens, that's the end of it. And you will go to hell and you will meet your God, which is Satan, and his fear and his accusations and accusing the brother and the father of lies. And if you have taken it and you pointing at people saying that those that took it are contagious, look, even if these people are, you are walking with the Ruach. He said, no pestilence shall harm you. It shall not come near thee. Wait, we've been walking around things. We've been walking around people with AIDS, syphilis, diarrhea, I don't know, whatever. A multitude of things. All of a sudden, everybody want to cover up to here. But folks been blowing their nose around you while you've been eating in restaurants in Babylon. They've been rubbing in their eyes. You've been kissing little funny looking babies that belong to other people, sneezing and slobbing. You go to restaurants where they surely, you know what's in them restaurants. You eating off of the forks and spoons. And you know they don't barely clean stuff because they ain't got enough workers. You eating food made where somebody might have come up out of the bathroom and wipe their hand on their apron and go right over there and fix your food, but you worried. But wait a minute, how about your lifestyle? Some of y'all sleeping with people and you ain't married to them and they going up in you raw. Yeah, I said it. Some of you are practicing alternative lifestyles and sticking from the rooter to the tutor. Yeah, I said it. And you worried about somebody walking by. You got a mask on but won't change your lifestyle. Don't nobody share this broadcast because I'm too hard. You don't want to hear truth. You want me to water it down and hey y'all, yeah, Jesus. Okay, Yahshua. You got a problem because I say that? You got a problem because I love my people, but I love all people, but I love mine too. Just like you love yours. Because I say what I say. You nervous, you scared. But the bottom line is truth don't always feel good to you. And you don't have to believe it. But I'm telling you now, the Father said, if anybody should leave here and you got an issue or all with your brother and you have not settled it, and you ain't going to be able to make them stop taking jabs, just like they probably can't make you go take one. They done removed just about everything. And folks are still standing strong. And folks on the other side saying, why don't y'all just do it so things can be back to normal? Who told you that they was going back to normal? Who promised you that? Did y'all say that to you? Because I read in Revelations, it's getting ready to be fire down here. He ain't playing with folks. They want to go and abort children, snatch up folks, lying to people, got the pastors in the pulpits lying, and ain't none of them showed their faces. They in their little churches lying to you. It don't even matter. Where's the faith? I don't care what you've done at this point. I can't do nothing, but what I am trying to do is to warn you. You putting too much in this jab. I don't know what it do to people. And guess what? I ain't about to start researching. Don't send me nothing else about that stuff. I don't want to know because I don't care. Make the stand for what you make the stand for and move on. If you take it, then make that stand. But you better be able to stand before your God. and be able to tell him why are you trusting anything more than him. And I know they trying to put love on it. Oh, well, he's of love. You doing the right thing by loving your neighbor. See, that's why I was telling y'all in the beginning. Y'all better get that out of your head that God is all about. Yeah, it's all about love. Nobody wants to talk about judgment, fire, man, correction. It is time for us to stop allowing Satan to dictate and govern and influence us about what we think and believe and feel. Get your mind off of this stuff and love your neighbor. Love your relatives. Even though they did these things, even though they say hurtful things, love them. When you see your kids acting out, look, I thought about something. I'm not coming in another day arguing about no house because the stuff don't mean nothing to me. In the end, when they get ready to come to start taking stuff, we got to have that attitude that none of this stuff matters anymore. What's on this earth that you really want? We trying to protect money in the bank. Look, when you look at it, people say, well, we shouldn't go nowhere, and they don't get no money. They got all the money. They got more money than they can handle. They don't care nothing about our little dollars. It's a game to them. They playing a game. Like when people play video games and they taking folks out, or blood and gore. It's the excitement of it. Just to see how it's all going. This whole world has been built on experimentation. The best thing for the players to do, get in a neutral stance, but keep your eye on the one that can deliver you this stuff. Take your mind off of it. Fascinated people, please don't have no offense with people. Stop saying other people are making you sick because you're accusing somebody. You are making covenant with Hashatan, Satan himself. He's the accuser. He is the author of lies. And those that aren't vaccinated, stop worrying about those that are. Why you worried? If you truly serving, if you truly under the covering, why you care about if it's a room filled with them? Hey, though a host camp around me, this will I be confident. You better walk through there like a superhero because of the power that the Father gives you. It's because of Him, the Ruach Kadash, walk through. Man, hold up the faith. You don't know who around you is. People can lie. They could be having masks on and sick. They could have gotten the thing and been sick right then and there. You don't know. Just because people look healthy, what, we've been around sick folks for a long time. We've been around sick folks for a long time because if we weren't, these companies that sell all of that extra sorcery in bottles, they wouldn't be as wealthy as they are. So we've been around sick people. Ain't nothing new. I'm not gonna do anything more here but to tell you, don't get offended. Satan wants you to step outside of that circle and have anger and bitterness in your heart. And that's what he wants to do so that he can get the opportunity to allow you to curse yourself and he finish the rest. The last thing I want to do is tell you this, all on these streets, anything, any and everything that's out here. I drive down the street sometimes and people with them real dark shades on will turn like they head be like the Matrix. Remember them dark sunglasses? I told y'all this in the beginning. This now y'all understand the Matrix and all that stuff. Honey, they was telling us what was coming. They look over because they see light. They know. They know. So look, let me share this with you. Don't get it twisted. Satan comes to steal, kill, and destroy. That's why you had better be prayed up. Take nothing for granted. Nothing. And pray every day before you leave. And remember, Have no dealings with Satan. Don't bind yourself to him. You're not gonna lie. You're not gonna do any of the things that are his characteristics. You must have the characteristics of Elohim. You gotta have the characteristics of Yah. You must. Made in the likeness of his image. You speak life, you breathe life, you walk in life, you walk in power. Not that fake stuff in the church. You are full of his word. Y'all remember when Denzel Washington played Enoch or whatever? What was he carrying at work? As blind as he was, we didn't know. Meaning he didn't see nothing around him. He was focused. He had a target, a purpose, and that's what he was driven to get where whatever his destination was. With all types of stuff coming. That's representation of every type of spirit you could think about coming to attack for that simple reason. But God, Yah is powerful and able to keep you. He said he will protect you. No matter what's falling around you, it don't have to be you. Stand firm. Get that word inscribed in your heart. Don't have no offense. Stop accusing your family members. Don't come around here. You ain't been beat. You're going to have to answer for that. You're going to have to answer the Most High. The Bible tells us those that try to save their lives, you're going to lose it. But those that lose their lives, man, they're going to gain it. Walk circumspectly. Walk with nothing on you. Like, tear this stuff off of you. And when you know you've engaged in something that doesn't feel right and the Holy Spirit is grieved and Yah is not pleased, then you repent daily. Father, wash me, cleanse me with hyssop. Make me white as snow. Help me in my heart. Remove every place of bitterness and trauma. Father, take the scales up off my eyes. Let me see. Let me be in perfect love that I have no fear. Walk with me. Walk with me, Yah. Let me be mighty. Let me be fearless. Remove all my doubts. Let me be bold. All for you, your name's sake, for you are great. And there's nobody like you. I celebrate you because you are mighty in all of your ways. I trust in you. I'm lifting up my head. I can't be downcast. Why would I be? Because the King of glory, oh, you say you shall come in. Come on in. Hallelujah. Come on in. I'm walking with you, Father. In your covenant, I am that. I am your son, your daughter. Father, hold me by my hand. I can't walk this thing by myself. Clear the pathway. Be a lamp unto my feet. Show me, navigate me. You said that you would walk with me and you would guide me through judgment. Let these calamities not fall on me. You said if I cry out, that you may deliver me. Would you please? I'm willing to let it all go. Would it just take care of me? And I am yours, and you are mine. We are in covenant. Let your servant not see calamity or destruction. I wait patiently. Teach me thy ways. I sit at your feet. Show me how to walk this word. Let me not lean to the right or the left. Let me not be tossed to and fro. Anchor me, Father, that I'm anchored in your word, that I understand your word. Give me revelation and let your word be renewed in my heart daily. Refresh my soul. Let it bubble up like streams of living water. I shall be refreshed daily. Let no dryness rest upon my soul, but Father, pools of living water. I shall not thirst. I'll walk with you, for you will keep restoring me. You are Yah, and I bless you. Have no offense. Satan is the accuser of the brother, and he wants you to accuse your brothers and your sisters. And I'm going to tell you now, if you do that, you're subject to be with him in his eternity, and it will not be. with the Most High. I pray that you'll understand. We cannot afford to curse ourselves. You must keep the commandments. That's what we want you to do. Yelling at your kids, mad at everybody because they're not doing what we want them to do. We don't control nothing. We don't. We better be working out our own soul salvation. You pray for them. Where they tearing up my house and stuff. We don't own none of this junk. We don't need, I know we need certain things, but the Father said, take no account of what you would wear and where you would live, what you going to eat. I take care of you. I am our Father. I am your shepherd. You shall not want. Come on, family. Get out of this mess that we in. That mindset that if I don't do it, they gonna take my job. Well, now Father got to show up because He said He would. He never told me I better have a job. He told me to trust Him, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be living outside. Sis, do you believe your Father? All you people that say you believe in the Word, now you're being put to the test. Let's see who passes it. I pray all is well with you, and that grace and mercy shall follow you all the days of your life. Love you, and please don't take no covenant with Satan at any time. I'm not here to talk about if the jab is the mark of the beast, all that. Look, I believe you're going to know what is. This, in my opinion, was to divide and conquer. Simple as that. And if people could believe in this and that and all that, and we know folks evil. Let's trust y'all and pray without ceasing. Watch and pray. God bless you all and have a great night.